What is your American dream?
My American dream is sitting my ass on a beach. Cheers.
My American dream is to live here for 4 years with my family, opening an office and enjoying, with a lot of people from all over the world.
The American dream for me is just to be operating in a place to where you're doing your passion.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome everybody, it is Bradshaw Live, it is Pop-Up Friyay, June 11th. Yo-Yo and Vanessa, we were going to pop up a bit earlier, but better late popping up than never popping up.
There you go.
Right.
We here. That's all that
that's
matters.
why
We here. I'm excited.
everyone has their notifications on
Seatbelted in?
all the week. Gotta be plugged in.
All right, let's say hello to the squad, guys. Pepe Samuel, squad up. Denise Johnson, squad up. Asila Enot, squad up. How are you? Elizabeth Francis, squad up. Marcia McCullough. Gary Roseberry, we see you watching. Chin Ramsey, squad up. Aberdeen Jameau. And Dornette Bryant. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Westman, also known as Pape. Squad up. Max Santos. Asila Enot. Double fisting. Top Cat Tigress. Double fisting is also squad up. Christine Bennett, squad up. Tanny Smith, squad up. Guys, it's Friyay. Let's get this thing rolling.
All right, squad. Now you already know what time it is. It is time for everybody to share because we're about to start schmoozing with Brad on Friyay stories, including a big one for climate activists.
And speaking of climates, there's a Minneapolis weather woman we will talk about today who the entire Brad squad will totally relate to.
And of course, you could always call us at Spar and Bernstein, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAW-LINK. The number scrolling on the bottom also is to get on our show, ask your immigration questions. We have a bunch of open lines. So if you call right now, I will be answering your immigration questions in about 15 minutes or so. 1-800-529-5465 outside of the United States, +1-212-227-8933. You ready to start schmoozing? Why not?
Let's do it.
All right. Friyay pop-up. We just move right along here. All right, we can kiss goodbye to Keystone Pipeline. I can't even read anymore. The Keystone Pipeline. Kiss it goodbye. It's gone. Au revoir. The company that was putting the Keystone XL oil pipeline that was bringing oil all the way up from the Arctic Ocean past Canada on a pipe through Canada, through the entire United States, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. How long is that pipe? A pretty freaking long pipe that was going to destroy a lot of land, potentially, if there's a leak, have a huge catastrophe. Right. Also, by putting pipeline across the entire United States, causing big issues with wildlife, with nature, with the environment. And needless to say, it actually was going to cause even more greenhouse gases than regular oil refining, because this is coming from way up north where apparently there's a lot of soot and sand in the oil, and it actually causes more greenhouse gas effects to actually refine the oil to a usable petroleum. Obama stopped it. It was dead in its water. And of course, Pumpkin, he don't care about the environment, care less, right? He's 75 years old. He doesn't care if Barron can breathe in 20 years, right?
That's crazy.
So he started it up again. Biden stopped it. And now, I guess because of the political yo-yoing, the company TC Energy, which already laid about 300 miles of an $8 billion project, has decided to call it quits. They don't want to go back and forth, start, stop, start, stop.
Good.
So now it is stopped and done. And that's pretty good. Friyay news for the environment, for animals,
There we go.
for global warming and everything else.
And for us
That's
to
good.
have it to live on for much longer.
Right, and Baron Trump will be able to breathe maybe just a little easier as he gets older. Maybe.
No thanks to his daddy.
Correct. Meanwhile, second Statue of Liberty is on its way to the United States. You hear about that?
Yeah,
No.
I'm not here for it.
You're not here for a second Statue of Liberty?
I'm here for a second Statue of Liberty, but I'm here for what it originally was supposed to be, which was a free black woman, a free black slave.
So you're not
And-
you're not into this Statue of Liberty.
What I actually was super excited when I read the title. When I heard the news about it, I thought, because especially with everything that's been happening with Black Lives Matter, the French people were gonna send the original copy of the Statue of Liberty before, the white man said that they wanted her to have a straight nose and have European features.
I did not even know about this.
Yeah, she was supposed to be
Yeah.
curvy.
Now,
That's why she has change.
Now, according to the symbolism of the Statue of Liberty, the crown with 7 spikes representing sun rays extending out to the world, a tablet inscribed with America's date of independence in Roman numerals, and broken chains and shackles lying at its left foot, signifying the abolition of slavery in the United States.
And does she look like a slave?
I'm not sure what she looks like. Let's take a look at her.
Is this coming from France as well?
This is coming from France as
Yeah.
well. It is a duplicate, iconic Statue of Liberty. It's actually a smaller one. I thought it was a good thing, but if you're not into the Statue of Liberty, Yo-Yo, we can continue conversing. I didn't know anything. I honestly didn't know anything about that the Statue of Liberty was supposed to be a freed slave.
Yeah, that's why she has chains on the bottom of her feet. She was supposed to be a curvy African American woman,
Right.
but I guess, obviously they didn't want that here in the United States back then, so they had to change it to look more with European features.
Well,
So I thought that the second statue was gonna be, the original, and I
Right.
was about to be like, wow, that's really dope
Right.
that they did that.
Well, the Statue of Liberty was first proposed in 1865. I have the history here. In 1865 by French historian Edouard de Laboulaye as a gift to the newly reunified United States during and following the Civil War. Now, Laboulaye, as Yo-Yo said, wanted to link the emancipation of slaves with the values of the French Enlightenment. France was undergoing its own shifts at the time, as the repressive Napoleon III ruled until 1870 and was then disposed during the Franco-Prussian War. In 1871, under the new Third Republic, Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, the chosen sculptor, traveled across the Atlantic to sell the project to the American government and to scout for potential locations. United States President and former Union General Ulysses S. Grant was the general for the North, became the president of the United States, initially met his proposal with, "I could care less." Now, even though Bartholdi eyed the formerly named Bedloes Island in New York Harbor as the ideal location for the future statue, all inbound ships to New York passed by it at the time. It wasn't until 1875 that Bartholdi made a formal request to Ulysses Grant to use it as the official site. To pay for the statue, the two countries struck a deal. The French funded the statue while the Americans funded the pedestal. Now, Bartholdi's sculpture of copper plates over an iron frame took nearly a decade to complete. The structure was conceptualized by engineer Eugene Emmanuel Valette-Leduc, who also constructed the Eiffel Tower. The 225-ton statue departed disassembled for New York in 1885. Grover Cleveland, who hailed Bartholdi as the greatest man in American history, inaugurated it shortly thereafter. I have to look up the history of who the original, that's the feet with the chains, but I have to look up the history of who it was supposed to originally be. Did you know this for a long time, or you just discovered this?
I knew this as an adult.
You knew this as an adult.
Yes, I found this out as an adult that America refused.
Is that why they originally refused it and then accepted it after?
Yeah, because they had to change the face to make it look more European.
Very interesting. I did not know that. I'm going to look that up later today after the show. Now,
I stand for my black queens, so I gotta let them know.
Yeah, why not? You happen to be right. Now, this is kind of cool. All right, so that turned from Friyay to Fry-Boo news for you.
No,
Yo-Yo.
you know why it's Friyay?
Why?
Because people are finding out history. This is history.
All right, so it's still a bit Friyay.
It's a smile on my face.
What?
Just gave Yo-Yo an opportunity to share his knowledge. So
You know what? Yo-Yo knows his stuff. All right, he's not just a handsome face, right?
Come on.
Right, he's got a brain and a lot of thoughts behind that handsome face, right?
I'm just like you, Brad.
Except I don't got the handsome face. That's all. Meanwhile, we thought this was kind of cool, Yo-Yo and Vanessa. A recycling artist is using scrap wood to bring giant trolls to life around the world. The artist Thomas Dambo has figured out how to use dumpster trash and recycled wood to create awesome sculptures. And so here's some of his work. The World is in Our Hands is in Denmark. And Little Nora Travels the Woods with Her Sled is in Belgium. Joe the Guardian is in Chicago.
Wow.
And Joan is in Miami. Who's Joan? I don't know who Joan is. That's Joan, I guess. Marit is located in China. Do we see China? Yeah, there we are. Old Wise Wu is playing his flute in Korea. Hector El Protector watches over the seas in Puerto Rico. Leo the Enlightened is in Tennessee. And finally, the artist Thomas Dambo is on the far left of which picture? Right there. So it's a new project online. It's called trollmap.com, where he reveals all new secret locations of trolls all over the place.
I actually love that idea. And they look so awesome.
Yeah, so he goes around and he builds this stuff and then he puts it on his website and goes, oh, by the way, just put one up here.
That's
not bad.
That's amazing. I like it.
All right. And finally, a TV weather report took a sudden turn for the weird when a technical glitch gave meteorologist Jennifer McDermott her own small army of virtual clones. And as the viral footage shows, the forecaster for Fox 9 in Minneapolis couldn't help but have a little fun with it, maybe even a little too much fun. Let's watch.
Wait, what now?
Can you lead that train off the screen?
So Julian
Hilarious.
Julian did something. I don't know what he's going to do. Let's see what Julian did. We're live. And now,
There's two Brads.
it's two Brads! It's me, and Brad!
I can't stop laughing. What is happening
What's
here?
going on? It's mini Brad.
It's kind of cool.
It's a little
like
Brad.
Big Brother, but in
One
a good
second,
way.
1 second. Little Brad and Big Brad. It's the big brain and the little brain. Big brain, little brain.
This is something that we could work with.
Wait. We're going to come back. Ah! He's done it! He's duplicated Brad! It's little Brad and big Brad!
I like it.
Oh my God.
When
I want you to know something. We've done so many shows. I honestly, until I just saw that hat, and I'm like, oh my God, I totally remember that now. But until they played that video, I'm like, you would have asked me, like, what was Double Brad? I'm like, what are you talking about, Double Brad? But now I totally remember. I did one or two shows with Pizza.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Of course it would happen when she was on. Why was it just double of you, though?
I don't know. It was weird, but I remember now. So we could relate to this weather woman. You know,
Right.
our Little Brad and Big Brad didn't go viral like this Fox 9 weather reporter, but we relate also, I guess, right?
Right.
Had a lot of fun with that.
That is hilarious.
Anyways, so Spar and Bernstein client Sarah spoke to us right before her citizenship ceremony. We wanted to go back and look at this video as well before we take our immigration questions. Let's hear what she had to say about her citizenship interview.
My name's Joseph.
My name's Sarah.
Thanks to the law firm of Spar and Bernstein, we are here today so that we can go through my wife's citizenship ceremony to become an American citizen.
I'm so excited. I'm from original country, Jordan. I came to America 2004. In the beginning of my process, the problem threw me in an ocean.
I knew when those letters started showing up, we needed a lawyer. When they say remove, that means we're taking you out. It
Yeah.
affected us both deeply. My wife later on saw a commercial for the firm of Spar and Bernstein. And I said, what have we got to lose?
Bernstein, he helps me a lot. I recommended everyone. They're not a business, they are family. They care about you, they care about your case, they care about your problem. They don't leave you until when your problem solved.
4 years later, the nightmare we were going through at the time is now over.
I will recommend it, Spar, Bernstein, for everybody. When I was a teenager, I have a dream, to come to United States, and this dream grow with me. And one day my mother, before when she passed away, she said, it's your dream will become truth one day. It's her spirit. I felt she's around me. I can live my dream in a great country without any interruption. The freedom to do anything you want. Like me, I got my medical license and I'm working. This is America, a great country.
Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. All right, you got an immigration question. I've got your answer, I hope. We're going to answer your immigration questions now. Let's go to Damiola in San Diego. Damiola.
Hi, hello, good morning from here.
How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I have a couple questions to ask you. I'm actually in need of a lawyer, so I'm kind of in a confused mood right now.
Okay.
I came to the United States 2016, July.
Where are you from?
So I entered the United States 2016.
Damiola, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Nigeria.
You're from Nigeria. Okay, and you came. How did you come to the United States?
We came seeking asylum through the San Isidro border.
Okay. And you applied for asylum at the border.
Yes.
So somehow you made it from Nigeria to Mexico.
Yes.
Okay. So continue.
I came to the United States. My son, and my two stepdaughters. So we were paroled. We were given an I-94 paroled in to continue our court case. So December 2018, I went to the shopping complex at San Isidro to do Christmas shopping for my kids. And while driving, I mistakenly exited the border to Mexico, I immediately made a U-turn to come back into the United States. But at that time, I was still in removal proceedings. So I was kept in detention for 18 months, for almost 2 years, which I almost lost my life during that time because I was extremely sick. And the doctor said I had just 10 hours to leave. That was when I was in the detention center. So my case was denied while I was in the detention center. I appealed the case, and I was paroled again into the United States on May 1, 2020. So the parole lasted for 1 year, and the parole ended May 1, 2021. So I got married to a military who is in the Navy April 24th.
Great.
So May 18, I got a response from the BIA that my case was dismissed. It was denied. So I've been trying to communicate with lawyers on what I should do because someone kept an I-130 for us into I-130.
It depends if they consider you an arriving alien. If they consider you an arriving alien, you would just file an adjustment with a waiver directly with immigration. If you're considered somebody who entered the United States and was admitted and then applied for asylum, you would have to get the I-130 approved based on a bona fide marriage between you and your husband, then make a motion to reopen your deportation case, which based on your humanitarian situation would probably hopefully be approved. And then you would reopen your case before an immigration judge and then adjust your status before an immigration judge. Even if they say you entered without inspection, you're married to someone in the military, so you could always get parole in place. It all depends on the way that they ultimately inspected you. Are you still an arriving alien, or were you admitted and then ordered deported? So we would have.
Yes, sir. I was an arriving alien.
If you're an arriving alien, we're going to file an adjustment with a waiver directly with immigration. You do not need to go back to Board of Immigration Appeals, and you do not need to go back to an immigration judge, and we can help you. So hold on one second.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, sir.
Hold on. Let's go to TJ in Dallas. TJ.
Hello.
Hi, TJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine, but I can't hear you very well. I hope you can hear me.
TJ, how are you?
I'm fine.
Do you hear me better? Hold on one second. All right, we'll see if we can get you better connection. Hold on one second, all right? And by the way, Christy, you're right. We should not be using the word alien. It's a terrible word to use. It's just that is the actual legal word. How they define you at the moment still. They still have not changed it. It's a relic from the 1950s. In the immigration law, they still call people aliens. So for the legal term versus just having a discussion, unfortunately, sometimes I still have to use the legal term, which is really not a nice term, an alien. It's like someone from another country, from another world. But Biden said he's going to change it, but it hasn't changed yet. So on all legal documents, we still write arriving alien, if that is the case, unfortunately. But hopefully those words are going to change soon. Let's go to Shania in Margate, Florida. Shania.
Hi, Brad.
How you doing?
How are you? I am well. I'm just looking for some clarity. So I have a two-part question.
Yes.
And just bear with me because, these immigrant stories, there's a lot of detours. So I came here when I was 9 years old with my parents. They applied for asylum. They were denied, okay? And, of course, I learned about all this stuff, way later on in life. And one of the detours is my dad gained his green card in 2010 via his brother. Now, we were told by several lawyers we would not qualify since we were not named on the actual petition.
That's not true. Were you under 20? Were you under 21 at the time?
Okay, well, that's the thing I'm getting to. Yes, I was. So whatever reason, the lawyer said until my dad becomes a citizen, he cannot apply for us. So which is what we did. We let my dad become a citizen, and he literally just applied for us. So fast forward, in the meantime, I became a registered nurse. I actually went and got a sponsor, got an approved I-140, and tried to do that route. And, of course, the Board of Immigration denied the motion to reopen my deportation case. This was just last year. Okay?
Why?
And now, 2 weeks ago,
why? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I guess they thought like whatever the supporting argument was like, hey, I became a nurse and I found a sponsor, and they didn't deem that enough information.
Did you try to do what's called a joint motion?
I think that's what was No, the joint motion, is that the thing with the ICE people or something?
Yes.
No, I don't think we got that far.
All right.
But this is like $10,000 later.
Well,
I left it alone.
Well,
and,
I don't know what. Honestly, it sounds like you haven't done the right. I'm just listening and like, well, everything is wrong.
Well, this is a pretty prestigious law firm. That's, I'm not going to mention their name, but whatever.
Okay, fabulous. So what is your question? What is your question for me today?
That's neither here nor there. Now, 2 weeks ago, this 245I thing came out of nowhere. No one has ever even mentioned this thing to me, but I've been looking up on the internet because I'm thinking, okay, this is just one more lawyer that's just pulling my leg. This lawyer I spoke to, I called him to ask him something completely different about another, some Supreme Court case, and he mentioned that based on my dad, I should have got 245I'd or something, or I don't know. But before pursuing this route and paying more money and, going in more detours, I want to know what my chances are with this thing. Can a priority date be recaptured? And if I get married to my visa-holding fiance, would that interrupt anything?
All right. When did the brother file for your dad?
It would have been sometime, well, he did the calculations. My dad actually got approved for his green card 2010, and the only reason why I remember that was I'm from Haiti. 2010 was when we got TPS.
Okay.
So my dad didn't even have to get TPS because he got his green card that year.
Shania, okay.
Uh-huh.
You have TPS, okay?
Correct.
First of all, 245I, all that allows you to do is adjust your status if you're eligible to do so, because you are a derivative.
Okay.
Because you were a derivative on your dad's F4 petition that was filed presumably before January 14th, 1998, or April 30th, 2001 if you were physically present on December 20th, 2000. Okay, that's what 245I is. So that's used, if you overstayed your time and you're getting sponsored in a job. It's used if you've overstayed your time and you are adjusting your status based on marriage to a permanent resident. You can use an adjustment. However, we're not at that point yet. You're still at a point with an order of deportation to be removed to Haiti, but for your TPS, which is allowing you to stay here. So you could file all the adjustments under 245I till the cows come home. Until you reopen your deportation case, nothing's happening for you. You can't you can't ignore the deportation. What you're trying to say is incorrect. You can't file an adjustment under 245I. You can make a motion to reopen your deportation case for purposes of adjusting under 245I if you're married to a permanent resident of the United States, but you got to get your case reopened first.
Yeah, that I'm saying, is it worth it? Well, like what my chances are.
What I'm saying to you is you're lost because you're not even asking the right question to me. Your question shouldn't be, should I do it 245I? That's not the question. So when you ask me, that's the question. That's what I need to know. What I know is you're completely lost. You're out to lunch. You're in the clouds somewhere. You're not asking the right questions to help you. The right question. Let me finish, please. Now, the right question to help you is, how do I get my deportation case reopened? A reopening doesn't mean you have your green card. Reopening means you get a do-over of your deportation case. You get to do it over.
Yeah, which is what I was trying to do before.
Start from scratch. Okay? Until you do that, 245I is irrelevant. Everything else is irrelevant. So how do you get to redo your deportation case over? And then when you do, then you can go to court and say, well, I'm 245I, I'm this, I'm that, I'm married to a citizen, I'm, whatever I am. That makes you eligible for your green card. But until then, we're not talking the right conversation. The right conversation is what was the procedural mess that happened that got you deported, and how do we reopen your case? Either because you're going to reopen your case on one of two grounds, one of three grounds. Your rights were violated by immigration, your lawyer gave you ineffective assistance of counsel, and if it's neither of those two, the third way is, please reopen my case. I'm begging you, because I have really good hardships and humanitarian grounds and emotional grounds and violins playing, and this is a sad story, and you should reopen my case. It's one of those three. Now, you've already made the motion to reopen to the Board of Immigration Appeals, so unless your lawyer provided ineffective assistance of counsel, you're only allowed one motion to reopen for your entire lifetime. So you can't make a second motion to reopen. The only thing you can do is do a joint motion at this point. It's the only thing you should be thinking about. Filing a joint motion, getting your case reopened, unless your lawyer screwed up. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's go to TJ in Dallas. TJ, we got you now?
Yes.
All right, you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, so my mom came to the U.S. visiting in 2019, December.
Yes.
She was supposed to return in April 2020. Then COVID struck. So the airline canceled her flight. She couldn't go back. So around May, her 6 months will have expired in June.
Right.
So around May, we submitted an extension.
Right.
Saying she couldn't go back because of COVID and the airline is not flying.
Fine.
So we didn't get a response. So in September, the airline started flying and she flew back.
Great.
Meaning she spent about 9 months in the U.S.
Okay.
So some days ago now, we got an email from USIS saying that she should go and they are going to send a letter for her to go and do a biometrics. I'm like, this person has already returned.
All right.
So what are we going to do now?
Submit proof that she returned once the airline started flying, and submit it back and saying she has left the United States because the airline started flying in September, so she's no longer here to do a biometric, but please kindly approve her extension through the time that she left due to COVID.
Okay, so we're just going to write USIS, right?
Exactly. You're going to, when this show is over, you're going to be able to rewind and watch again. And you're going to go, dear sir, madam, here is proof. Here is proof. I'm writing the letter for you. You can always rewind. Dear sir, madam, in regards to the above case, and you put in the Ray case, blah, blah, blah. In regards to the above case, please note that my mother, whatever her name is, has returned to blank country, wherever she's from. Here is proof of it, whatever that proof that you have. Kindly extend her status through the time period in which she left, which was 90 days, once airplanes started flying again as a result of the COVID pandemic. Thank you very much. End of story.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Then my second question is, she's actually planning to visit the U.S. again this summer, this June, before the end of June.
Don't do it now, because she stayed for 9 months already, and she was only out of the country for maybe another 9 months, and she hasn't even gotten this extension approved yet. So she can't come till this extension is approved, and they're not going to let her come back after staying 9 months, 9 months later. So that's not a smart idea.
So she don't come back?
Not yet. Because she stayed here 9 months. That was well beyond visiting. Not her fault, but that's well beyond visiting.
That's not the first time she be coming. Most times she come 3 months, 4 months.
I'm not immigrating. You're arguing with the wrong guy. I'm on your side. If it was up to me, she could stay forever. I don't care. I'm happy that she's here. Okay? I'm happy she's here. I'm happy she's here. Trust me. So you're arguing with the wrong...
now.
I understand that. I'm happy if she comes. I wanted to come in June. I wanted to spend time. People should go wherever they want to go, whenever they want to go. I'm of that opinion. I'm telling you what immigration's going to say at the airport. All right, hold on if you need help. Let's go to John in Bangalore, India.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I filed a VAWA case last year in 2020, and but unfortunately I got deported last year itself. So I would like to ask you a question that if my VAWA get approved, do I need a waiver for
Yes.
212 and 601?
Yes. Why'd you get deported?
Because I was using a different name for working, and my ex-wife, she told the police, and they arrested me for forgery charges.
All right.
And
So you would need a 212, you would need a 601, and hopefully your VAWA is approved because you got to show good moral character, and that's not good moral character. So hopefully,
Yeah, no, but since I'm in India, my criminal case has been dismissed because they said I cannot stand for the speedy trial.
Okay, so you still...
So they dismissed my cases.
Fine. So case dismissed. You still need a 601 and a 212.
Okay. And so do I need to show the hardship because...
No, the hardship's to yourself
I
on a
don't have
VAWA
any...
case. On a VAWA case, the hardship's to yourself.
Okay, so I don't need to show any hardship, right?
You do have to show hardship. You have to show hardship to yourself, not to others.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Emily, how are you?
Hello?
Hi, Emily.
Hello.
Hi, Emily.
So I have a question. My husband filed his applications for adjustment of status. I'm a U.S. citizen. The applications he filed were the I-130, I-765, and I-485.
Right.
My question is, will he have a problem getting his work permit or green card because he was arrested for possession of controlled substance? But he was referred by the district attorney to a pre-trial diversion program. He attended drug classes, and after the statute of limitations passed, no charges were filed against him.
If it was pre-trial diversion, then he was arrested and the charges were dropped, so he doesn't have a criminal record. So he should be able to get everything.
Okay. My next question: will he be inadmissible for admitting the possession of controlled substance in the police report?
No.
Okay. And
you would
question.
only be inadmissible if you admitted in the police report that I was selling drugs to everybody who walked by me on the street.
Okay. And will they ask for the police report?
It's possible, but it doesn't really matter because he was in possession and the case was dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
That's all.
Let's go to Axel in Madison, Wisconsin. Axel.
Hi, Brad.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Here's my question. My case got approved. My I-485 and my I-130 got approved last week. I got a notice right now, and I was wondering if I could use that to get to file the I-9 form for a job.
Yes, because you're a lawful resident.
I see. So I was wondering what date I put for the expiring date of my, I guess, my card.
The day the adjustment was approved is the date that's going to be on your green card when it gets mailed to you. So what you have a letter from immigration saying something to the effect, congratulations, your adjustment status is approved, and there's a date on it. That's the date of your lawful residence.
I see. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Yep, all good. Yep, bye.
Oscar in Brooklyn. Oscar.
Yeah, hi, Uncle. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, good. I would like to ask that if I have a travel document, how long should I stay in my country before to come back?
There's no hard and fast rule other than the rule is short, brief, trip abroad. So to me, anything 4 weeks or less is short, brief, trip abroad. Anything more than 4 weeks, you're gambling. So I tell everybody 4 weeks or less.
Oh, so less.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Because last time when I went on vacation, I did something like 2 months, 2 months and a half. But when I came to the airport, and they ain't got nothing to tell me. They just leave me enter.
Yeah. It's gambling. Sometimes they bother you about it. Sometimes they won't. You want to be 100% sure you don't get bothered with it? 4 weeks or less. That's my opinion.
Okay, I got you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
All right, and by the way, if you didn't get your immigration questions answered, you could always follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein. Follow me on Instagram at RealBradBernstein. You can drop me a DM. I'll be happy to answer your immigration questions. You can also follow us at Brad Show Live. You follow us at Brad Show Live. You can't handle on a pop-up an hour of Brad, Yo-Yo, and Vanessa, but you can handle 2 minutes. Watch at Brad Show Live or follow us at Brad Show Live on Instagram. And for those who love TikTok, no, I'm not dancing, but I'm answering as many questions as I can in 50 seconds or less. Follow us on TikTok at Brad Show Live. And Yo-Yo and Vanessa.
Yep, you guys can follow me at Jonathan Elias TV on Instagram.
And you guys can find me at Vanessa.Contreras TV.
All right, let's do something we like to call social media check-in.
All right, our first one comes from a VIP Brad Squad member. Remember, if you want to become a VIP member, just go to Facebook. In the search engine, put in Brad Squad request, because it is a group. We're gonna admit you. You can throw in your question anytime throughout the day. We'll take the first 5 questions. And also, everybody that's watching on YouTube right now, I need you guys to subscribe. All right, tell all your friends and family as well. Take their phones. Press that little bell notification, subscribe, because we need to make sure that you know anytime we come on, especially for Pop-Up Fridays. Now, Joan Ambitious Powell is a Brad Squad VIP member, like I said. Can I apply for a H-1B visa after I have received my adjustment of status application receipt number? Or will it be seen as a misrepresentation?
It's not a misrepresentation because H-1B is dual intent, so you can if you wanted to. But I don't know why you would want to. If you filed an adjustment, you'll have a work permit.
Crystal Perry, another Brad Squad VIP member. How much should a joint sponsor be making to sponsor a family of 3 in the F3 category? And after receiving a welcome letter and the priority date is not current, can I pay fees, or do I have to wait till it's current to pay?
No, well, you pay the fees as soon as you get the fee bill. And the rule of thumb is family of 2. You figure about $21,000 and add $4,500 for each family member above that. So family of 3 is about $25,500.
Okay, Melissa Robinson, Brad Squad VIP member. After sending final documents to the NVC for my F1, how long is the wait to process an interview at the embassy?
Well, hopefully not much longer, but because of COVID, they are backed up over a year of people who haven't been interviewed. So I'm not sure where you are in line with all of this. I would need to know more.
John Adel on Facebook. How early can I renew my combo card? Within 120 days of expiration or 180 days?
120. And the reason is you'll get a receipt notice back within that time frame, and your work permit is extended automatically an extra 180 days. So when you file 120 before, you actually know you're going to be working for 120 plus 180, which is almost another year.
Okay, Jonathan Emmanuel Paulo on Facebook. What is happening with the HERO Act? Citizen is going true?
HERO Act? Everybody. I know there was a HERO Act for extension of stimulus checks. There's about a whole bunch of different immigration bills that are pending, and I don't follow every last bill and every last hearing and how many congressmen and how many senators, because 25 years I've learned it's a waste of time to follow all of this, because ultimately nothing ever gets passed anyway. When and if it appears that something can be passed, trust me, I will be the first one to announce it. Trust me, I'll be the first one celebrating. And trust me, I'll be the first one reading every last sentence in there and telling you exactly what's in it. Let's see what happens.
Tanny Smith on YouTube. Can waiting for a court date about a car ticket deny me at my citizenship interview?
A car ticket will not deny your citizenship interview.
Okay, Mr. Tusk on YouTube. Does one's I-130 need to be approved before an I-765 EAD is approved? This is an AOS marriage case.
No.
Lands Off Virtues on Facebook. Can I travel intentionally and use my advanced parole in a short trip twice a year?
Yes. Internationally, I assume, not intentionally.
Danish Danny, or Danish Danny. on Facebook. We are a very poor couple. What is good for us, K1 or CR1? Some people were saying marrying before our meeting looks suspicious, but we're a genuine couple dating almost 4 years now. What should we do?
You're dating but never met? Go meet each other
Married.
first.
No, they're not married.
Oh,
They're just they're a couple.
It sounds like
So they've
more of
been
a
they're just
Okay, so if the fastest way to get here to the United States would be a fiancé visa. It's faster than going to a country to marry. And if you, quite frankly, if money is an object, it is much more expensive to buy plane tickets to travel and get married and then return than it is to just stay here and file a fiancé visa and bring your fiancé over.
Remigio Zampa on YouTube. I entered the U.S. with a C1D visa in 2007. I'm now married to a U.S. citizen. Can I adjust my status?
Not unless you're 245I or the citizen, or one of your children is in the Army and you can do parole in place. Other than that, you got to do a provisional waiver, go home and come back.
Clayton Harper on YouTube. If I'm an LPR and filed an I-130 petition for my 20-year-old daughter in her country, when she visits the U.S. on a tourist visa, can she stay here and adjust her status while she's visiting?
The 20-year-old daughter?
I believe, yes. So if the person is the LPR and filed the I-130 for the 20-year-old.
If she visits for the purpose of visiting, and after 90 days she changes her mind, and she's still under 20, and you file an adjustment for her while she is in legal status, so you have to have all of that, then the answer is yes.
Mr. Biggs on YouTube. My wife has a visa. Can she come and stay with me while I file for her? I am a green card holder and she's coming from Jamaica. How long does it take?
She cannot come to live here while you're filing for her. That's not the purpose of a visitor's visa. Filing for her is about 2 years. She can come visit and return home if she wants. 2 more.
Okay. Tyson Holder on YouTube. Can I derive citizenship from a parent who became a citizen when I was 12 years old, but I didn't move to the U.S.?
No, you had to be a green card holder in the United States when at least one of your parents became a citizen.
My question is, can you derive citizenship from a parent?
We just did that one.
I just did that one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no.
That's it?
Oh, that was the last one.
Oh, okay.
No, that's all we got.
All right. Yo-yo?
All right, yes. Okay, now Brad and Vanessa Nielsen, creator and CEO of Soul Book Box and Bilinguify, discuss U.S. immigration reform. Let us know in the comments what reform you would like to see. You never know. Maybe President Biden might be watching.
What is the #1 change you want to see in U.S. immigration reform?
I think for sure a very important one is to find a path to citizenship for the people that are already here and that have been here for years or for their whole lives in some cases. You know, the dreamers, the people who were brought here as children or infants. I think that's very important. And I also think it would be great to find a way to make immigration coming from Mexico. I saw it just seems very luck of the draw, like whether you are able to migrate to the United States or not. It doesn't seem like there's really any rhyme or reason to it. It seems very arbitrary.
In a way, unfortunately, there's no legitimate, real, legal way to immigrate to America from Mexico. You say, you know what, I want to immigrate to America. There is no way.
Right.
Unless you're going to get sponsored by a family member or be lucky enough to be sponsored in a job. There's always amnesty. Yeah, so it needs a lot of reform.
All right, 50 seconds, 9 immigration questions.
All right, let's end the week with a bang.
All right, let's go.
Right. Can I apply for a visa to a third country with approved VAWA?
Yes.
How early can you renew a combo card based on AOS?
120 days.
How long does asylum decision take after an interview?
Weeks.
Can I renew a green card that expired in 2010?
Yes, as long as you've been living in the United States.
Has COVID affected my ability to renew student visa?
No.
How long is the I-130 F4 wait time?
15 years.
How soon can I get a work permit after filing an EB-3?
You have to file an adjustment, not the EB-3.
Can a PR bring his Cuban brother to the U.S.?
No.
Can a PR accused of harboring undocumented immigrants get citizenship?
No.
Done.
Oh, yeah. Where's the bottle?
All week long, I've had this on chill. It's Friyay. Let's open it up. Let's open it up, guys. You ready? You ready? You ready for some celebration? You ready for some celebration?
I'm ready!
1 second, keep that music going, Julian. Keep that music going. 1 second, keep that music going. You ready? 1, 2, we're gonna do it. We're doing it the right way, guys. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Oh, right on my computer. Right on the computer. 1 second. All right. Right on the computer. We need napkins in here before it starts going on fire. Yo-yo's drinking right out of the bottle. It's Friday. Why not? Cheers, everybody. Do a great weekend. And let's do our comments of the day. And everyone goes, oh, I'm happy we did it all week. Why not? I gotta get some napkins and wipe down this computer before Jilly's yelling at me. She goes, Jilly's yelling at me on the phone. Why'd you do it on the computer? That's expensive. And I'm like, hey, it's Friday. Why not?
Okay, I did it on my expensive couch.
Oh my gosh.
It's everywhere.
I got. Jilly's coming in with napkins and everything. I'm like, don't worry, I got it.
When you shook it, that's when I got nervous. I'm like,
I'm like, why not? Why not?
If you say so, I'm doing it too.
By the way, everyone on the crew who's here at the studios, they all want the champagne. They're all standing outside the door waiting with their glasses. I got to finish the show first and wipe up a little bit. All right, we got the computer so we can take our calls on Monday. Let's get comments of the day. Why not?
All right, that was hilarious. All right, first comment of the day. Miloslav Minkov saying, immigration lawyers here, immigration lawyers there. There are lawyers everywhere. But the one you should trust and hire is here. Uncle Brad, you are the man. For your information, Brad Squad, you rock.
All right, thank you.
I like that.
There's lawyers everywhere. I loved that. Okay. And our last comment of the day from one of our faves, Tali. Uncle Brad, you are the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You never stop to amaze us with your expertise. We applaud you for that. Thank you for your dedication and effort to help us immigrants.
And thank you both. Miloslav is a loyal, faithful Brad Squatter, watches all the time. And Tali also extraordinarily loyal, wants everyone to give us thumbs up and share. So thank you both. You're wonderful members of our squad. And thank you for the entire squad. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Great job. Thank you, Vanessa. Awesome job. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. If anyone, you rock. No, you two rock. And they rock. We all rock.
And they rock. We all rock.
And we'll see you all Monday. Thanks for watching. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.